It's no secret to readers of IGN PlayStation and listeners of the world's biggest PlayStation podcast, Podcast Beyond. I don't like God of War. It has nothing to do with its gameplay, which is first rate, or its graphics, which are top notch. It really has to do with one thing and one thing only. I absolutely loathe Kratos. He's pretty much my least favorite character in the exclusive PlayStation family, bar none. Strangely, it's that very reason why I'm so interested in God of War Ascension, or at least its multiplayer suite. There's no need to worry about his one-dimensional character development, because in Ascension's multiplayer modes, Kratos is nowhere to be found. Ascension's closed multiplayer beta is currently raging, and we've been given permission to show you what's going on with it. Before you jump into a match, you're greeted to its engaging tutorial, which teaches you how to play. Unlike past God of War games, Ascension is about a lot more than chaining square and triangle button assaults together. Indeed, its gameplay is shockingly deep. It requires players to artfully use all 4 face buttons on their own and in conjunction with the shoulder buttons. Plus, there's magic to cast, attacks to deflect, and so much more. You'll want to pay close attention to the tutorial so you don't get lost in the heat of battle later on. The tutorial is where you'll also gain access to the god your nameless player will pledge allegiance to, earning that god's special skills and weaponry as a result. Only 2 of the 4 gods are currently available in the game right now, but this will open up in the final product. There are 2 modes available in the beta, 8-player team favor of the gods and 4-player favor of the gods, and both utilize identical gameplay mechanics while stressing very different overall playstyles. Team Favor of the Gods, which pits 2 teams of 4 against one another in an epic points chase, is a strategic mode great for aggressive and passive players alike. I wouldn't call myself a passive player so much as I call myself not very good at the game, so I enjoy this mode a lot because I can contribute to my team's success in different ways. I can set traps using levers placed around a stage and bash open red treasure chests to earn small quantities of points. When I get into a conflict, which is totally inevitable, I do my best to hold my own. But to be successful in Team Favor of the Gods, you need to, not surprisingly, work as a team. People have to have each other's backs and be ready to play a role. What's cool about Team Favor of the Gods isn't only its necessary teamwork, but also the fact that there are ways to quickly tip the scales in your favor, even if your team is getting trounced. Much of the point tipping has to do with the gigantic Cyclops wreaking havoc in the stage. Manage to work as a team, find the proper weapon, and damage him enough, and thousands of points can be had. Favor of the Gods, on the other hand, is a 4-player free-for-all match where players go at each other ruthlessly with all manner of weaponry. The arena is tight and confrontation is forced, so this mode is all about brutality and aggression. This mode is, in my opinion, far less fun than Team Favor of the Gods, but it's still a great place to practice your combat prowess and see where you really stand against the competition. Regardless of which mode you play, your character earns experience points for kills, items found, and much more, giving you reasons to come back for more over and over again. The stronger your character gets, the better the equipment is you can find, which itself levels up, and the more punishment you will be able to rain down on your foes. God of War Ascension's closed beta is only open to a very limited amount of people right now, but in early January it will open up to PlayStation Plus subscribers. In the meantime, let IGN be your guide to the overt violence of God of War Ascension.